To me, teaching for social justice means providing all students with windows and mirrors to affirm who they are, but provide them with the experiences of others. It means embedding social teachings into the curriculum. It means empowering students to feel confident to speak out against social injustices. The first step in teaching for social justice is recognizing the biases and beliefs you wear every day through your cultural lens. It is important to know that our prejudices and biases occur at an unconscious level. We don't even realize what we are doing, let alone the detrimental effects it can cause. My biases and beliefs will filter into the classroom every day, and unless I am actively and constantly working to undo those biases, the results will be problematic for my students. Remembering back to the butterflies reading, where the teacher admonished the young girl's opinion on killing butterflies. The teacher's response was based off of her own experiences and neglected trying to see from her student's perspective. This caused the student to feel shameful or embarrassed by their own background. I do not want to be that teacher. Working to understand my personal biases and beliefs will allow me to see beyond the stereotypes and assumptions society has created for people of different racial, gender, and socioeconomic backgrounds. It will allow me to see my students for who they truly are. In the words of Senso and D'Angelo, if we can't see or admit that this is happening, we can't stop doing it or put protections in place to help minimize it. It is not the differences in our society that are the causes of inequality in our culture. Rather, it is the meaning and values applied to those differences that makes them harmful. The meaning and values of these differences are determined by the matrix of dominance. White, middle class, straight men are seen as dominant over members of other social categories. It is important to realize that while I may be disadvantaged in one social category, that doesn't take away my privilege in another. For example, being a white female, I am privileged due to my race, while disadvantaged because of my gender. As a pre-service teacher, it is critical to understand the power these social categories have. Although being blind to difference sounds inclusive, it ignores the social construction of these categories and continues to perpetuate the problem. Students, even as young as preschool, are already seeing and experiencing the matrix of dominance. They are not too young to comprehend these social injustices. In the reading, Is My Skin Brown Because I Drink Too Much Chocolate Milk?, the author recalls a situation that happened when her son was in preschool. Her son Jonathan, the only black child in his preschool class, said, "Eddie says my skin is brown because I drink too much chocolate milk. Is that true?" Eddie noticed a physical difference between himself and Jonathan and came up with the most logical explanation for a preschool student. Jonathan's mother explained his skin was darker because of the amount of melanin in his skin. When we silence children's questions about race, the question doesn't go away, it just goes unanswered. Providing students with developmentally appropriate answers about difference will help them to gain a cultural competence and critical consciousness. Teaching for social justice is providing students with windows and mirrors, aiding in their academic success and empowering them to speak out against injustices.